Field day's coming up. Let's talk about field day. Notice the shirt, notice the logo. I like it. Some people I know don't like it, but I like the bright green, the whole radioactive.
Nice.
It's kind of
Better
fun.
than some we've had in the past.
Yes, although, I did really like the ones with pocket.
Yeah.
That I did find in the store. So, with field day, it starts Saturday, June 22nd at 2:00 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Finishes up Sunday, June 23rd at the same time. So it runs longer, but we operate for 24 hours. Our club operates for 24 hours. And this is specific to our club, what I'm talking about here. We set up on Friday, June 21st at 2:00 p.m. Same thing. We can get there early because some also set up at 10 since the equipment can't be set up until 24 hours. We ask that you do bring cash because we've run the wild bikes in the past. We're not quite sure what we're doing this year. We are in the middle of fast food mecca, so we can probably make different runs for different people for different things. Tear down is Sunday, June 23rd at 2 p.m. We will start tearing down earlier, but at 2:00, that's when the radios go off. We unplug the generators, send the logs, store up the logs, and wrap everything up. We've in the past gotten it cleaned up very quickly. The more hands make light work. Where though this is different, as in the years past, we were at Mitchell Memorial Forest. Due to a bit of a kerfuffle, we are going to be at the West Side Masonic Center at 4353 West. Spelled out, it is West Fork, not West as in West Fork, East Fork.
It's also Fork and not Ford.
Oh, you're right. I did not get my editor to look at this. I really whipped this out. Yes, West Fork. I will fix that. I believe I have it right in the everything else. West Fork. What we're going to do is we're going to operate as 3A, 3 Alpha, same thing as we've done in the past. Oscar Hotel, Ohio, with the club call sign KD8OOB, Kilo 8 Sierra Charlie Hotel. If you come and operate with us, you will be able to rattle that thing off. After the first couple times of using your own call sign, you will then do the club call sign without too much of a problem. 3 Alpha means we're going to have basically three HF transmitters operating at any one time. Alpha means that we are a club, we are outside, and we're going to be operating from not off of mains, battery generators, whatnot. The 3 transmitters, we have sideband, CW, and digital. We don't operate on 160. I've been trying to talk Eric into getting us to get a 160 antenna and operate 160. But we're going to do 8, 40, 20, 15, and 10 meter HF. We will also have it get on the air station thanks to Mike, KD8OOB. He will be running that, and there's some information coming up about that in a little bit.
No 6 meter station.
If someone wants to, they can, but we're a little concerned. I don't know if you've seen some of the emails. We're a little concerned about sideband. We feel that we're a little low on operators. So we'd rather have people operating sideband and make sure that we keep that station going 24/7. The CW, because it's so specialized, we have the operators, we do the best we can. Digital is pretty easy. It's a lot of just hitting the button and when you go. So we really don't have a big problem with that one.
6 meters would be pretty good for sideband.
It's possible if someone wants to, but the big station won't be doing 6 meter.
Okay.
So if somebody wants to, they can, but we're asking you to instead operate voice. And then we will have the satellite station out there running. Hopefully we'll get our 100-point contact, and then maybe we'll do some more contacts this year.
Is the tracking system fixed with the motors?
I think so. I'm going to be testing it out here.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any, the only reason I brought up 6 meters, but I was wondering if there were any multipliers for extra bands.
No. I'll talk about that in a minute. But no, there's not. That's not how the multipliers work in this one. Right. So yeah, you can bring as many radios as you want to make those. They just count as regular points. Yeah, they don't count against that. They don't have any type of multipliers in that regard. Bonuses.
I wasn't worried about the 3.8. Now it's talking about the any extra band multiplier.
Winter Field Day does that. This one does not do that. There's really no multipliers in here. Winter Field Day is kind of fun because you do have those multipliers. This one you really don't. Because as you see, the QSO points for phone is 1 point. So if you're going to do a 2 meter contact, it's just 1 point. CW are 2 points, digital 2 points. They're really pushing that. And then multipliers, they're all power multipliers. We operate under 100 watts, so we get the 2 times multiplier for 100 watts. Yes, yes. Scoring, this is not a contest. People scream that. It's not a contest. Well, you're adding scoring, you're comparing people, it's a contest.
It's not a contest, but we're still gonna win.
Well, no, there aren't multipliers, but there are a heck of a lot of bonuses. So we will get the 100% emergency power because we will be running off of generators. You've got media publicity, we're working on that. We're at a public location, we got 100 points. Public info table will probably have something set up for that, like we had in years past. Section manager, we've done messages in the past. We get the 100 points for sending a message to the section manager, and then we get 10 up to 100 more points by sending 10 messages. In years past, we've kind of struggled with this. So try and keep this in mind. Please think of someone that you want to send something to, a message, and we'll get the message sent out.
Short.
Yeah, it doesn't be very long, something short. On a field day, having fun. Think of it as a postcard.
Yeah, digital, so one quote we said we use when like.
You can. We just inserted into the traffic net.
Okay.
Yeah. We get 100 points, most points for at least making one satellite QSO. I can make as many satellite QSOs as I want to. The first one counts as 100, everything else is just a regular point after. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll try CW this year with satellite, you get 2 points for it.
As long as I don't have to track the satellite manually, we'll be okay.
Well, we still have to do the one manually, this one.
Yeah.
This one we're not. Alternate power, so this was kind of interesting, I don't know if this was in the past. So if you run, at least get 5 QSOs off of something that was not either powered by a generator or mains, or the battery wasn't charged by that, you could get up to 100 points for a minimum of 5 QSOs on that. So, okay, so yeah, I believe we have a couple people that do bring solar panels, and we do try to hook up and make our contacts. I think you did know where it goes.
Generating.
The W1AW bulletin, we get that in a lot of different ways. Some of us copy CW, we'll copy it down on the CW. We will usually take the digital station Friday night, and we will listen to and get the RIDI version or the ESP31 version, 100 points. Education activity bonus, we've had ARDF, we've done little mini Fox hunts, talking to people. So if you want to present something, we could do something there in a club picnic and do a presentation. That'd be an educational.
If you did a quick presentation or talk about the satellite station, would that count?
We actually did that one year. George recorded me. And I did a master class on.
An
Yeah. And we've done that. So yeah, if there's something that you want to present, that'd be great. We can add that in there. We're trying to get elected official to show up, 100 points. A couple years back, we got the mayor of Erlanger when we were operating in Kentucky. So go to bonuses. We've got the you get 5 QSOs, no limit up to 10, a minimum of 10, 5 QSO. And then if we have a go to coach, you get 100 points. So we have a go to coach. Web submission, yeah, we submit the whole thing via web, so we get 50 points for that. Youth participants, we need use because our ace in the hole is no longer a youth. You have to be 18 or under.
Mine two came to Winter Field Day, they want to stay the whole time. They're not going to, because it's my day, but they're gonna come out and they're gonna operate.
Well,
We're gonna go.
Exactly, yeah, they would love to, yeah, let them work the GOTA station. I mean, they're more than welcome to sit down with us at any of the other stations.
Yeah.
Yeah, the GOTA station, bring people. I mean, we can get the people on the air. It doesn't matter whether you have a license or not, you can sit down next to any one of us and learn to operate, but the GOTA station is specifically set up to do that. Social media, I've actually already started the social media stuff. I put out the events in Facebook, just put them out there. I'm gonna put the hashtag on there and we'll start getting 100 points for that. And then we have a safety officer this year. We always had a safety officer in the past. They now actually have another one. Safety officer now is only for A's. They now have another one for I didn't even put it on the list because it doesn't apply to them, so we're not an A's for the other classes.
Does that mean no fire?
Doesn't say that. We have to make sure that people are not tripping over our feed lines or getting garroted with our antenna.
With the new site, we have encouraged Eric to keep the fire down, so we can't signal space station.
We will get to there.
Is the safety officer also responsible to make sure the antennas don't fall over in the middle of the night?
Yeah, I think the safety officer.
Just asking, it's curiosity.
I think the safety officer is there to make sure that if it does fall over, it's not because someone hit it, and it doesn't hit somebody when it does fall
Okay.
over. So,
Good to
okay,
know.
it's like
You're
this.
expecting the safety officer to argue with Mother Nature.
Yeah,
I don't think we've officially ever pinpointed somebody as a safety officer. We probably should do that.
maybe they should be responsible for breaking the antenna's fall.
There we go. But we're also having a club picnic this year again at the site. The picnic will be at 6 o'clock. It's at the Field site. Here I didn't get the West Fork Road right as compared to West Fork. Burgers, dogs, soft drinks will be provided. If I can get the board to approve it, I got some next Tuesday. And then please bring a side dish to share. We're asking for more than just potato chips and cookies. Baked beans would be perfect, maybe potato salad. Disposable containers would be really good. But, you know, think about any type of picnic fare, that would be good. Watermelon would be great.
Yeah, anything that's not chips and cookies. And this year, we are literally 5 minutes from a Kroger. You can stop on the way.
Yes, yeah, we are in the, yeah, I'll show on the map in a little bit where we are. So, and there's also the midnight stakeout. You wanna stay, oh, you don't even have to stay all night. You can come on out and hang out at the picnic and bring a steak with you, and at midnight, we fire the grills back up and grill your steak on the grill with us. It's a lot of fun.
Then go home and pass out.
Or camp out, and pass out. Yeah,
Can we get the grills ready a little sooner so that 12 o'clock?
Absolutely.
Yeah. we will make sure that, yes.
Yeah, just hit in the back of the head if I forget.
What are the requirements for camping? So you just bring your tent and you're good, or do you need to put a space?
I'll have a map of the site, but I mean, I don't see
If you
much.
can squeeze a tent in there, how about it?
Yeah.
You've got grassy areas.
Big grassy areas.
Yeah.
But if you're tough, you can sleep on the parking.
So speaking of the location, here's your map of Greater Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky, a little bit of Southeast Indiana thrown in there. As you can see, you're really close off of I-74. So the Mitchell Memorial Forest was over here. So we're a little closer in.
I think there's a critter up there.
You're right, I hear it. Another zoom in. We are really literally off of I-74 at North Bend Road. So the Skyline Chili that people are gonna go to this Saturday is up there.
It's actually a lot closer than that.
Yeah,
It's literally right past the Sam's Club.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, this site is just different in that regard. So yeah, we will be able to order our.
Sorry, right next to that Penn Station, there is a pretty good wings place right there.
I think I'm gonna.
Yeah.
So yeah, so the bring cash for Friday night.
Guys, come on.
But yeah, there is a Kroger, one of these.
Across the street from the Walgreens.
Yeah, there's a Kroger right there. So if you need to pick up anything before you come, want to pick up potato salad, macaroni salad.
There's a pet store too, if you need something for your.
From what I understand, we are not allowed to have pets there.
Yeah, no bet.
Only real service animals, not emotional support, anything. So details about the site. So one of the things, we are in a neighborhood. There is a tree belt around the site. So we do need to keep noises a little on the lower side than we have in the past. I mean, we haven't really been noisy.
And how long is the problem?
Well, I'm gonna just use the slingshot. I don't think we're gonna use the potato launcher, because we really don't need to get them that high up. So entrance is over here off of West Fork Road. There is actually a building here, ample parking.
The entrance to the back is on the left.
Yes. There's, as you can see, there are ramps for handicap, so it is handicap accessible. There is a gazebo, there is a shelter. It's a very large shelter. And this map does not do it
The
justice.
shelter is about the size of this room.
I mean, look at these houses. And these are not small houses. The lines that you see, so this is where we're planning on setting up the satellite station. It's out in the middle, and also we could get some publicity by having it out there. Hopefully people will see it and want to ask questions. I'll put the signs out. We have, so Bob isn't here, he was asking about the antenna. We did pick up another antenna. It is a match to the one that we use for digital. The intent is that we'll have both digital and sideband, the same type of antenna. We're gonna have them end to end, kind of hanging from that tree there. Doesn't matter which one is which. One of them is sideband, one of them is digital. The green is gonna be the GOTA. We're gonna try to have it perpendicular, and then we're gonna have the two dipoles coming off for CW. The intent is we're actually planning on operating everybody inside the same area. So think about having a GOTA on one. We're gonna have the digital station on another corner, and then the sideband on the third corner. Yeah.
What kind of antenna is that for each F? Is it like?
No, they are, well, they are, they're end-fed, halfway, yeah, they're, yeah, it's the ones that we had, it's the same one we've been using for digital for years. It's the radio waves, 80 meter,
All band.
yeah. Yeah, so the thought is that this map is north-south oriented, so we're gonna have them, and we think this way, we'll have them fed, they'll be fed like over here and over here. We'll try and separate them as much as possible over here, but we think if we have them end to end, because of the limited space, hopefully we'll be able to not be interfering as much with each other.
Is the pattern will be east-west then?
Yes, all of the stations are gonna operate from the same area.
Yes,
Do you have band covers?
Not really.
Probably gonna find that.
I think it's better not to be, I think it'd be better to be parallel with the expressway rather than pointed at the expressway. Because of,
we're not pointing at the expressway.
To the expressway.
It's perpendicular to 74.
Yeah, it's perpendicular to 74.
I think the antenna being perpendicular, it's about the propagation pattern.
Right, so the lobes are gonna be this way.
Yeah.
East west.
Right, yeah, I mean,
74 is going east-west below this.
yeah, it's not perfect. Based on the trees though, that's what we kind of have. So, I mean, the hope is that we have enough feed line that the antenna will be over here, that antenna will be over here. And we're just gonna use that as a common point to marry the two with some guy rope. Or some mule tape. We have a bunch of mule tape.
We walked that whole site and that's the best we could get.
Yes. Yeah. I guess years ago, Brian did an assessment and Eric thinks this is very similar to what he came up with.
Yeah.
So, I mean, these are pretty long compared to how big the antennas are. Like I said, this is the dipole, so we're talking like that big. So again, the idea is we're trying to tie off the ends of the antennas over here, have the feed lines coming over here, maybe feed line coming over here. And then we're just gonna put some rope in between there and also hold with the GOTA antenna. We'll give it a shot, for an experiment, see what we can come up with.
Do we have band filters that could be tuned? No. Okay.
I have some. That I from the kid that I started years ago and never got rid of it. But maybe I'll get industrious in the next year.
Again, we're gonna experiment, see what we can come up with,
Are internet available?
sort of. We can attach a phone. I mean, it's in the middle of suburbia, so there is definitely, I mean, I'll bet you on Monday, we got 5G wideband over there.
Sure.
I'm sure of it. So,
Actually, I think I know what the tower is for, yeah.
I thought maybe the facility had, internet there.
there might be, but it's probably in the building.
And
So-
it's a lot farther than that map. I mean.
Yeah.
There's probably, I would say, what,
Indoor restroom.
80 parking spaces in there?
Yeah, I mean, it's ample paid parking. It is a big lot. I mean, you can see,
Will the facility be having anything going on at the same time?
no, let's just have it exclusively. That's what John has said.
I was thinking parking lots.
No, it should all be us, just us, from what I understand. We were gonna use it a couple of years ago during COVID, but somebody else had already had it and it was decided that we couldn't share, so.
I drive past there fairly often and I don't know that I've seen events there more than once or twice.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it gets used much.
Yeah, it's maintained. I mean, the grass is mowed every time we've been there. The trees are kept up, the parking lot is clean. Large covered shelter, ample parking, ADA accessible. We've got 2 ramps going up there. There are indoor restrooms. We're told we get the inside of the building and running water. And there is room for camping. I mean, there's some good spots over there, good spots over there. This does slope down a little bit.
There's some to the south there. too.
There's some over to the tree side, in the trees back there.
Yeah. So it shouldn't be too bad.
And what's nice about it, having that big shelter there, we don't have to put up those big giant tents.
Yeah.
We don't.
The only problem we're running into is there's a lot of fluorescent lights there. And from what we read in the rules, we can use the lights. It's okay. But I don't know if we want to because of the fluorescent lights.
Yeah.
So we do have the fairy lights, the Edison bulbs. We're trying to find a way to hang them up. There's just not it's got a roof very similar to.
Yeah, it's got a drop ceiling
It's got
inside the
a,
shelter.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Paper clips.
Paper clips, I don't know if paper clips would work, I don't know if the weight of those.
You know what the problem is? It's one of those things where it's like, if you have enough paper clips and you can do it all at once, you're okay. But it's like you put the one up there, you're gonna put the second one, it falls because there's too much weight. Yeah.
Yeah, have people
What was that?
have people help them pull wire.
Yeah,
But it's pretty high up, need a lot of ladders.
yeah. Yeah, it is pretty tall, taller than this. So, we've already had questions. Do you have any questions? I mean, yeah, it's different from what we normally do. We're gonna try, as soon as the Mitchell World Forest opens up, we're gonna try and grab it for 2025. But we may end up alternating, I mean, if we like this.
Well, I mean, the whole point of field day is just to practice emergency communications in less than ideal environment. And let's see if we can just pick a new spot and do it for a year.
Right,
That's-
I highly doubt that there's any emergencies at Mitchell Memorial Forest.
Right.
Well, it might be safe from destruction.
Yeah.
It's way.
I mean,
high.
short of an occasional fire.
That's, yeah, but Eric started emergency.
Right.
Yeah,
So set up is 2 o'clock on Friday.
so that's when we're allowed to set up the equipment. I usually get there about noon, 1 o'clock, and I set my tent up.
But this might be different because we're not setting up shelters for the radios. We're not-
Exactly, yeah, I mean, we can get right into antennas and radios, we are asking people to bring tarps because the shelter is open on 3 sides. We are putting the radios near the edge of the shelter again to give us space inside and to make sure the feed lines are not that long.
If you have a particular chair you want to bring, go for it, because
Yeah.
we only have bigger tables.
They're only the big picnic tables, yeah.
Yeah, bring your tarps, where the hay goes.
Not really. John was very adamant about us not using any type of staples, nails, or hooks. I was just kind of looking at it though, because there's nails all, hooks all.
We can do some.
Can we just put the ropes?
Yeah.
From the vertical post, the very
Yeah,
end?
vertical to vertical post and pull this, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're thinking, because that's actually how we're gonna tie down
Don't they have some angled wood members? You might be able to
A
do twist ties and they cut them.
a couple.
So what kind of size? There's like 10 or 12 foot high, or need to be higher than that?
I think it's just more a matter of it starts to rain, we just want to keep the rain off the equipment.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, the main thing.
And if it starts storming, we can pull the equipment in. I mean, it's not like it's. Yeah,
It's gonna be different. But. I'll try not to burn food, that's all I can do.
so special thanks to John Phelps and AJTP for getting us this, and then Westside Masonic Lodge for letting us use the facility.
Yeah, that's the important thing, we need to make sure that we're very respectful of
Yes.
the place and very respectful for noise for the people around us.
Yeah, so we are also making sure we're doing the whole find it, leave it better than we found it, which is actually really hard because, I mean, it was pretty. It's in great shape, yeah. So the good news is I got the latest propagation forecast and the solar flux looks high. We got a little bit of active, but I think we're gonna be pretty good with contacts we can make.
So any good satellite passes we check.
I have not set that up yet. You know what, the problem is that the website I use, unless you're a paying member, which I am not, you can only get 10 days out. So I will start assembling that list here soon,
In 5 days.
in about 5 days, yeah. All right, thanks for your time, everyone.
All right, thanks, Cesi.